but a hero, but a legend. It is going to be a night that a lot of people here will savour.
Yeah, well, this is it, isn't it? This is where we're getting ready. This very excitement builds. You can hear the crowd. I mean, the crowd was brilliant, haven't you? Look at the crowd. I mean, what is there? What do you think? 1,200 days?
Could be, yeah.
Maybe.
Yep.
I know they sold 1,000 tickets for this, but what a night it is for them. It's up to the players now. Manager can't do anything.
Yep.
They need to put the performance in.
Interesting. You talk about the manager. We've had another WhatsApp coming to the studio. The Rochdale manager has made it clear we know the danger Stockton offer. We want to go further in this competition. We go into this wanting to win. Oldham, our rivals, left with the tail between their legs, and we don't want to follow. That's Derek, a Rochdale fan. Thanks for that one, Derek. Dale fan here. I think you will make it difficult for us tonight, and it sounds like a brilliant story considering where you've come from. Hoping for a Dale win, but I wish you the best for the rest of the season. We thank you for those. 0330 043 2002 is our WhatsApp number. Coin toss has been done. The big lanky man that is Eddie Nicholson, the Stockton captain, has used the few days we've had, the few days extra from what was scheduled weekend game at the weekend, which was called off. He's used them well to recover from flu.
Yeah, he's nice and rested and recuperated for this game, just making his way back into his centre-half position. He was just there with Karen Gordon in the centre of the pitch. Interesting that Rochdale are having a bit of a huddle here, geeing themselves up to the game. I don't know how much of a difference they make, but
I'm not a fan of a huddle.
You're not a fan of them,
no? I'm not a big fan.
Don't go to Celtic.
Sure, everyone does it. Well, most teams do it now. I mean, even Liverpool do it. But surely everything you need to say has been said already.
Just a pep talk before the game, isn't it, really?
I'm with you, Iggy. I'm with you. I'm an old dinosaur.
What can you say? Come on, lads. Let's not embarrass ourselves.
Pretty much, yeah.
Do you know what?
Professional here.
That's what the Rochdale fans are afraid of. I mean, big rivals with Oldham. We know that. Huge rivalry. Oldham came here and was sent packing 2-0 with a 2-0 defeat. It could happen tonight. And I think that's first and foremost the thought here is, be as tight and as professional as we can be.
They don't want to get off to a bad start. They want to feel their way into the game, give nothing away early on.
And we're underway.
Yeah, Rochdale underway with a long ball to the left-hand side, knocked forward by Tom Coulthard, and Stephen Thompson got on the end of that. It's on the edge of the box now with Michael Fowler sending a strike over the bar. Intent from Stockton Town early on there.
Well, what an effort that was, wasn't it? Unbelievable. It was just a big up and under, chased on. A bad touch, it fell to Fowler, and he just, a little knee, seen the keeper off his line a little bit, tried to lob him, but it wasn't far away, you know that. We're
in the main stand here at the Map Group UK Stadium, and Rochdale in blue and black are kicking from left to right. Ball's on halfway.
And now here it's on the left-hand side. Charlie Weston back to the halfway line, knocked forward now to Toby Adebayo-Ryland, going down the left-hand side, up against Campaign now. Tries to knock it further on. Still on the left. Comes inside. In the box now, Jake Berger trying to work a position. Shot on goal. Comes through. Oh, it's hit the bar and it's in. And Rochdale have the lead.
Flags up.
And the flag is up.
The flag is up for offside.
I did see the hand from the referee there. I think it was Toby Adebayo-Ryland rocking that one in the end. But thankfully for Stockton, offside. So it's going to be Nathan Harker with the free kick in his own 6-yard box to get us back underway here. Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0. We've played just over a minute here.
Yeah, well, you can see Leonie Indy already, the quality that he possesses, really, really sharp. I think Stockton really do need to be on the metal at the back. Thankfully, it was offside, but just a little warning there.
Yeah, the initial chance came up back off the crossbar. But the flag was up very quickly for the player gaining advantage from being in that position. But Stockton lose possession again.
Hugo was robbed off the ball there, left-hand side, coming forward, just knocked out there. And that will be a corner to Rochdale on the left-hand side.
Well, you can see already the danger at Rochdale, and that's the left-hand side, isn't it? Indy again, getting the ball and running with it. So they need to make sure that someone's tight on him. The way they're playing, they've got two in behind one, Rochdale. So it's important that the back four, when Stockton have got the ball, their back four need to be switched on. Always thinking, what if we lose it? And making sure that then defenders are really tight against their attackers.
So Harvey Gilmore to knock this one in from the left-hand side. Puts a cross in, headed away by Adam Nicholson. only as far as the number 19, Jake Berger. Comes in field, knocks it back towards the centre circle now. He's gone down, but play continues or not. They're going to get a free kick here for Rochdale.
Yeah, he was caught late by Kevin Hayes as he played. He looks comfortable on the ball, doesn't he? He looks happy to be playing on the plastic. But as he released the ball, then he was caught by Hayes, and it's a free kick for Rochdale. 10 yards outside the Stockton penalty area, near side as we are in the main stand, literally on the right-hand side. So this one's going to be right-footed, curled in. Yeah,
Gilmore and Berger over the ball. I mean, it's important Stockton defend these properly, isn't it? But they've got some good height in there as well.
Yeah, Gilmore and Berger standing over this one. We've got Berger right-footed or Gilmore left-footed. Gilmore's gone away from it now. Berger will put this one in. Just a hand up from him. Swing it towards the box. In by Gilmore, comes all the way through, and that is out for a goal kick to Stockton Town. But I think that ball was begging out to be attacked there.
It was a great ball in, wasn't it? Really good ball, right-footed, swinging away from the keeper, right in that danger area, just about 6 or 7 yards out, just asking to be attacked, and there was no one from Rochdale who read it.
And this is a different start in this game, isn't it, than what we saw against Oldham. Against Oldham, Stockton were right out the blocks very quickly and putting pressure on the visitors, but not the case here. Oldham, Rochdale, as we talked about earlier, it's a professional start from them. They're getting hold of the ball and they're using it.
That one halfway, and again they'll have a chance on this on the left-hand side with a Yinde coming in field. Weston out to the left-hand side with Beckwith. Berger just touches it out, tries to get it back. Hayes is back there, just trying to get it cleared. Stockton bobbling around the box, and Kev Hayes gets it out. As the ball comes
that
towards
was right on
us.
my head. I was going to head that, Dave, and you punched it.
Punched away by Davey.
Right on my head.
Goalkeeping skills from him. So it's going to be Toby Adebayo Rowling with the throw-in just past midway point in the Stockton Town half of the field. Got a couple of short options. Berger's there, gets it to Weston. Stephen Thompson's in there. Adebayo Rowling was in there again. Knocked forward by Campaign. Chasing up is Michael Fowler. Bit of a dodgy clearance from Sam Waller, but Rochdale keep it back in their right back spot there with Kyron Gordon, the captain. Knocked towards the centre circle on halfway. Yinde just trying to turn now. Knocks it in field. Harvey Gilmore in the centre circle now. Dishes it off for Yinde. Knocked forward again. It's going to come through for Mitchell. And what a great save by Harker, closing off the angle there. Knocked back and over the bar in the end there by Alarakia.
That was a good chance, wasn't it?
It was a great chance. I mean, they were a little bit fortunate in the end how they made the chance. It was a deflection, I think, of one of the Stockton defenders, but he was in on goal. He was at a bit of an angle, but you have to give Nathan Harker credit because he came out, he stood up, didn't go down early, made the striker make his mind up, and he just hit it straight at him, but it was a good save. They've started really well, Rochdale.
They have. They've started very well.
Need to be aware of what's about them.
And there's a bit of respect out there. Stockton are giving Rochdale. They're just standing off a little bit, not pressing.
Yeah.
And that's something that they're going to have to do.
Well, they are. They're going to have to get a bit more in their faces, get closer to them. At the moment, it's comfortable, isn't it, for Rochdale? Comfortable possession.
Bags now is on the left-hand side, a little bit in field and towards Glenn Butterworth now. This is the first time Stockton have really had the ball in the Rochdale half. Bags left-hand side gives it to Hayes. Back now to Butterworth. Crossfield ball looking towards the right-hand side, headed away. Flicked forward by Yinde, but there is Coulthard to just drive it forward. Asking a bit too much there of Michael Sweet, and it goes out for a goal kick to Dale. We've just played almost 7 minutes here. It's Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0, but as we say, Rochdale have started this game particularly well. They look very professional in the way they are zipping the ball around.
First 5 minutes chalk and cheese between the Oldham game and how Oldham started to how Rochdale have started.
Yeah, already you can see the gaps in between the Stockton midfield and defence. That needs to close right down. I mean, I don't think they're going to have the ball as much in this game, so they need to be defensively aware.
Yinde there covering against Hayes, who just tries to drive down that left-hand side. Waller knocks it down the field. The goalkeeper there's Addy Nicholson primed to head it away, but only as far as Mitchell. Outside of the foot pass, looking towards that left-hand side, away by Pewwall. And that is going to be out for Rochdale throw-in over on that left-hand side.
No messing, was there, from Arjun Pure there? He just wanted to get rid of it.
I think there was a little bit of panic, and that's how well they've started, particularly over that left-hand side with Ayinde. Every time he gets the ball, he looks really dangerous.
It's just with Purewell, he's not played many games this season, so he is the not the weak point, but he is someone who's not regularly in the team, so that's something that Rochdale are looking to exploit out there, I think. Touchdown by Gordon on the halfway line. Now to Adebayo rolling. Rochdale just keeping it in their own half. There is Weston. Stockton trying to press a little bit, but they've just played them through them there with Ayinde driving forward. Comes in field. There is Ayinde, sorry. He tries a shot and he's just knocked off it there, and it goes wide of the target.
Well, that's the first time. You can see the gap between... the defence dropped off so far there, and it enabled, I think it was Berger who got in a lovely little space, but he must have had 10 or 15 yards. Just got turned, and next minute he's running on the back four. Stockton have got to stop things like that, and that means defenders have got to be brave, and they need to stay high.
The voice of Craig Hignett, former Borough player, Blackburn Rovers in the Premier League, of course. Sitting alongside ourselves, James Cartwright, the Stockton Town full-time commentator, myself, Dave Roberts, and I've got to say a big hi to Wendy, who's a Dale fan listening in Auckland in New Zealand. Great reception, she says. Well, it's good to have you with us, Wendy, and it's not been a bad opening by your boys in blue.
Baggs knocks it forward, looking for the run of Hayes, but that's just going to be well defended there by Adebayo rolling. That's a throw into Rochdale. Back now with Gilmore. Oh, that's a loose ball. Now Stephen Thompson has it on the edge of the box. Stockton just trying to work an opportunity. Nobody's showing for him though. He does find Purewell crossing towards the box, and a header wide of the target by Michael Fowler there, I think, in the end. And that, if there's a few lapses from Rochdale, just when they're trying to play that nice slick football, Stockton will have to take advantage.
That was a good move.
Well, they've had a bit of encouragement, to be fair, Stockton. You know, they've had a couple of efforts at goal. They've had a couple of close calls where they were almost in. That one there was a brilliant cross. Fowler really should have hit the target with his header, but the linesman over that far side, he had his flag up. I think he'd have been flagged for offside, but it was a good move from Stockton. That'll give them a little bit of confidence.
Well, Berger's calling for it in the centre circle. It's not going to get there. It's switched from left to right-hand side. Gordon can look to bring the ball forward. He finds Adebayo rolling. 10 yards inside the Stockton half. It's going back towards halfway. And Gilmore can complete the movement across to the left-hand side.
Beckwith on the left. Puts it towards the Ayinde. Edge of the box now, Berger. Tries to touch it past Hayes. Tries a shot, well blocked. Rebounds out. Fowler's there, but touching it away from him is Gilmore. Now he is Gordon on the right-hand side. Just coming forward into Rowland. Misses Rowland there with the pass, and a little hand up from Rowland there, just to acknowledge the effort there. So to Stockton throwing in a left-back position. Just waiting for this to be taken. Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0. Here in the FA Trophy 4th round, where the reward for the winners tonight will be a trip down south to Worthing. Launched downfield by Baggs. Butterworth is there, just couldn't get it to Fowler there. It's going to come through for Waller. He just drives it into the stand, so it's going to be another throw-in for Stockton Town, about 5-10 yards in their own half of the field now.
It's Josh Baggs, the left back, who's got the ball in his hands. What has Stockton got to do, Iggy, at the moment? Because you can see the difference between the two teams.
Yeah, I mean, you can see the quality that Rochdale have got. Oh, I'm not sure the referee. I don't know what he's given there.
Should have been a Stockton free kick.
Well, there was a clear push, wasn't there, on Cameron Painter, and referees give it the other way for some unknown reason. They need to get tighter. I mean, they're a little bit spaced out. They're a little bit open, Dave. There's gaps in between them. So when people step past people like that, suddenly it all opens up for them and they're on the back four. So the midfield needs to get together. They need to get the back four pushed up with them as well, so that the gaps aren't massive between them. And they also need a little bit of help.
Well, they are getting a bit of help at the moment, because there's been 2 wayward passes from Rochdale.
The latest
from Harvey Gilmore has put it straight into touch for a Stockton throw, 10 yards outside their own penalty area on the far side, the right-hand side.
Up forward by Purewell, looking for Fowler. That's just going to run all the way through for Waller, outside of his box now. Rolls it, gets it to Gordon in his own half, towards halfway, rolling on that left-hand side, on that right-hand side.
See,
Ball
that's
forward. The India was almost there.
he was in a really great space again. Spacings weren't right at all. I mean, I'd be asking fullbacks to go in on Berger and Akinde rather than midfield players to track them.
And now here is India again. Beckwith. Rochdale have it on the left-hand side of Alec here. Comes inside. Oh, almost a nice cute ball in towards the box there by India, but just runs through for Harker, who gathers and puts a bit of pressure off Stockton Town again, and they can regroup and try and work out how they're going to deal with this. Very attractive passing side Rochdale out there.
Yeah, they do, don't they? They look comfortable in possession. They look like they've got good technique, good technical ability. Certainly the forward players have. And they've looked really threatening. You know, if you see Berger and Akinde, they're playing more infield.
So now
So it's a problem for the midfielders, because the midfielders are not sure what to do with it. They're playing with the back three and the wing backs, and somehow Stockton have got to solve that problem. Who has the wing backs when, and who can go in field and stop the dangerous players in Berger and Akinde? There's another one he's got turned.
Adebayo rolling on the right hand side now, up against Baggs. Knocks it further forward to Gordon. Back to Rolling. In the box now is Berger. And getting his crossbox there was Gordon, so it'll be a corner from the right for Rochdale. Just trying that neat passing inside the box, just trying to work it through Stockton.
Really comfortable and clever on the ball.
Yeah, some good stuff. There's some really nice 1 and 2 touch play from them in and around the box. I thought Berger could have had a dip at goal there instead of playing Gordon in. I think that'd be my only criticism really of Rochdale. That now and again they've got a chance to strike it, and they're still looking for that extra pass, but it's really good to watch.
So it'll be Gilmore from the right hand side for Rochdale to put this in towards the box. Puts it in there. Adam Nicholson was just shoving off a Rochdale player on that far hand side as the ball goes all the way out for a throw-in on the right for Stockton.
That was a mismatch, wasn't it?
It was a mismatch.
Even though
that's one thing I'll say. There's not a lot of height in that Rochdale team, is there?
No, there's not. So you would fancy them at set pieces to defend their box and do all right. That was Kyle Ferguson, who was actually a centre half for Rochdale, but
still,
the way Adam Nicholson dealt with him.
Nicholson still towered above him, didn't he?
Yeah.
0-0 it is at the Map Group UK Stadium. Technically a home tie for Rochdale. Obviously the ground switched because of the way the Spotland pitch is at the moment. Switched from Saturday, called off on Saturday, and here we are in Teesside, late evening, -3, and I think the fears of the pitch freezing are well and truly behind us.
Yes, thankfully, as the ball is now in the Rochdale half with Gordon, who's just going to stride forward into the Stockton half with it now. About 10 yards in the Stockton half now, knocks it in field to Gilmore, gets it back. Now he's rolling on the right hand side, just trying to get past Baggs. Well defended by Baggs there, and knocks out for a Rochdale throw-in. Quite deep inside the Stockton half of the field. Gordon gets it from the throw-in taker, gets it back. Now he is Berger, just trying to twist in and out. Well tackled there, Butterworth, just coming away from his own box, puts it forward into a space, and Fowler is there. Fowler battling with Beckwith now in the Rochdale half. Knocks it back to Painter, puts it towards the box, headed out by Rolling. There is Painter, there's Butterworth, will have a drive, deflects, and in the end it's comfortable for Waller, who can gather, but a bit of encouragement for Stockton again there.
Yeah, took the sting out of it, the deflection, but Stockton will be buoyed by the fact they again have got the ball and been able to come forward. But you know, it's been mainly Rochdale so far in the game.
This is for me where you should just let Rochdale have it there, and then just sit in a really solid shape. Don't come out of your shape regardless of where players go. Just stay nice and tight, nice and compact, instead of chasing the ball. A bit like they're doing now. So they're defending the halfway line, which is good, although the shape is a little bit missed. So you've got 5 almost at the back with 1 in front of them, and the other 2 are sitting in front, not really going anywhere, but Baggs has done really well to read that ball.
Yeah, just a ball through there from Berger looking for Rolling, but Baggs is there. And there's Carl Ferguson just knocking it back to his goalkeeper in his own box. Sam Waller on loan from Burnley. Gordon on the right hand side in his own half now.
He looks comfortable on the ball, doesn't he, the fullback?
Yeah.
You can tell he's former Sheffield United Academy. He's had that proper upbringing in football.
Well, he's their captain, isn't he? A lot of these will be. You can see young Berger, who receives the ball really well, gets turned really well, always on the half turn. Not the ball again there. They're all technically really good, know what they're doing.
Beckwith on the left hand side now. Here's Alarakia. Loose ball though, he is Fowler in the Rochdale half. Oh, tried a shot there straight into the body of Ferguson.
But it was on, you know. It was on.
It was on. The keeper was well off his line.
He was way off his line. He knew he was in trouble. He was running. Fowler spotted it.
Halfway line, Beckham-esque.
Well, it would have been, wouldn't it? Yeah, unfortunately.
Fancying himself like Josh Windus against Derby the other week. And now here Rochdale.
When we have a beer, I'll tell you about me against Maliha in Malta.
Punted through his Kev Hayes. Here is Michael Fowler on the right hand side, in line with the box now. He's got players coming forward with him and just got knocked out there in the end by Ferguson. So it's going to be a throw into Stockton Town over on that right hand side, deep inside the Rochdale half of the field. It's Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0 as we head towards the 20-minute mark here.
You can see that Rochdale, when they played that, Stockton rather, when they played that forward ball to Fowler, he was very, very isolated. You know, he was out wide, he needed to take a touch, and then he was trying to see if people could catch him up, and no one really did.
Two players coming together inside the penalty area. The home fans wanting a penalty. Referee didn't even consider it. But again, wasteful ball gives Stockton possession.
And there is Fowler trying to chase up that ball from Baggs. Is he going to get there? He does. Tries to knock it back to Baggs, but there is Berger. And in the end, did hear a whistle. Offside, was it?
Well, he works hard, doesn't he, Fowler? He chases everything.
He does. He's a very hard-working striker. He just, unfortunately, he's not been on the right side of the goals this season. I think he snatches at a few chances. He just needs one to go in for himself, and he might hit a purple patch.
The other thing he does is he runs about too much. So you'll see him over the right wing, you'll see him over the left wing. Well, he's everywhere.
Is that a thing though, isn't it? You know, and when to run and when to use your energy in such as a striker. As he's battling again here with Carl Ferguson, and I think he just put the boot in there with Harvey Gilmore, so it's going to be a free kick to Rochdale.
He thighed him.
Yeah, he did thigh him.
Yeah. 21 minutes gone, goalless it is at the Map Group UK Stadium. Fourth round of the FA Trophy. Technically a home game for Rochdale, though we're on Teesside. It is 0-0.
So it's a free kick to Rochdale on their right hand side, just touched off to Gordon there. Now it's central with Gilmore still in the Rochdale half.
See how spread out Stockton are. So you got Fowler right the way up there, you got one midfielder further over there, you got these two almost parallel with each other, vertical with each other, so there's loads of space here, and there's an out ball just to Gordon if they want to play it.
Well, it is a completely different game to what we saw back in December against Oldham. Rochdale, we talked about them coming out and doing a professional job, and they've done that in the first 20 minutes.
Yeah, they have. They haven't taken this one lightly. They've moved the ball quickly. They've looked dangerous. They've created chances. But Stockton are sticking with it.
As Alec here to Roland on the right hand side, coming towards the box, knocked in field now. Gordon, well tackled there by Baggs. He's done well tonight so far, Baggs, as Fowler just almost knocked off the ball out. Loose ball to Roland now, right hand side. Berger gets past Baggs in the box now, lays it across. Gilmore, shot, just wide from Gilmore on the edge of that box there. That's the sort of chances Stockton Town will be looking to limit Rochdale to.
I'll tell you what Rochdale already succeeded in, that's quietening this. I mean, it might only be 1,200 people in, but they do make a noise. It's such a compact ground here, and the shed away to our right hand side is normally bouncing and singing, and they're quiet.
Yeah, I mean, I think it's been quite a tough watch. Obviously they can see the quality that Rochdale have got, and they're all a little bit nervy. But even then there, Stockton have spread out nicely. You can still play it to either centre half. It was still on, but I think that shows you the keeper's thinking, oh no, let's just get rid, and That just shows you the pressure that Rochdale are putting Stockton Town under. You know, they don't really want to play out. Oh, that's a great little.
And here is Sweet in the box now. Just looking for options. Back now, Stephen Thompson crosses it in. Oh, and it's just knocked wide. It's still in play.
I think it was Ferguson that got a head to it inside the edge of his 6-yard box. It's going to be a Stockton throw deep inside Dale territory on the left.
And here is Hayes, left-hand side, near the touchline. Tries to cross it in, blocked. Rochdale have dealt with that one and will clear it away. Mitchell in his own half, still they're almost there by Painter, but runs through now. Driving down the left-hand side is Alec here. In towards the box now. Berger knocks it back out to Mitchell, and Hayes is back there dealing with that well in his own box now. Back to Bags, and he'll get it down the field to Butterworth, who finally gets his foot on the ball here, just going past halfway, looking for a long switch towards Sweet, and that's just going to have too much on it there. But again, Stockton just trying to work themselves out from the defence there, and I think they did that reasonably well there.
Yeah, they did it very well. Butterworth got on it, and his ball wasn't a million miles away, you know. It just had a little bit too much curl on it and drifted away from Sweet. Once it bounced, it was gone, wasn't it? But real chance. They were a little bit direct there, Stockton, which was good, because Rochdale had committed men forward, and the ball was the right ball. If he could have hit it properly, he'd have took a touch and he was in.
Put on the plastic and a frozen surface as well.
You've got to hit
a frost on there, it's always going to skip on, which is exactly what happened.
It's difficult to play stuff into people running forward, isn't it?
25-minute mark, goalless it is between, I suppose, technically Rochdale and Stockton Town.
Here's Sweet though, in towards the box now. Just couldn't get it out there. Back now with Butterworth. Going back towards the box. Rochdale do deal with that. But there is interesting chances there for Stockton.
I'll tell you what, Bags has done brilliant. He's done brilliant there. He spotted Berger was infield. He made the decision to go in. Although he gave a foul away, it's in the middle of the pitch. It's a nothing foul. He's done really well for his team, because Rochdale were looking dangerous there on the counter.
It's full match commentary live on the Reds. The FA Trophy 4th round tie, a 5th round tie on the South Coast against Worthing is what's up for grabs as you get closer and closer to the final stages of this competition. But we still await the opening goal of the game.
As it's knocked forward by Kyle Ferguson towards the box now at the angles of Indy, touches it back, and eventually Adam Nicholson clears it down the field. There is Ferguson heading it forward in the centre circle now with Harvey Gilmore. Back to Gordon in his own half. Right hand side is Toby Adebayo rolling just inside the Stockton half of the field. Gilmore now knocks it further out to Beckwith, left hand side, going forward with it. Alec here, just trying to get past Pewwall. Tanzania International. Ferguson now. Gordon in the centre circle. Out now with Berger. Gordon wants it infield and gets it. Further on to Rolling. Is he going to keep it in? Does. And his cross at the angle is gathered by Nathan Harker.
Man flu? yeah, don't worry. I've had a cough for 8 weeks because of...
You're still going on about that cough.
I'm still going on. See, I'm coughing now. You tell me about it. Thanks. It's contagious. Goalless it is. The ball in the hands of the Stockton goalkeeper, Nathan Harker, who clears deep into Dale territory.
Bit of a loose ball there from Butterworth. It's going to go.
Do you know what? If I'm Stockton, I'm happy with the last 10 minutes, because the game's getting a little bit further away from their goal. They're starting to get a little bit more of the ball, a little bit further up, and they've had 1 or 2 little crosses. And
well, the longer it goes on 0-0, the more frustrated Rochdale could become.
Yeah, they're not looking frustrated at the moment. They're looking pretty tight and pretty professional, moving the ball around well. I have noticed that Kyril Mitchell has wasted a couple of opportunities when he's been cleared through on goal. It's as though he doesn't find his feet on the plastic pitch.
As Rochdale bring it forward now. There is Indy. Well tackled there. He is Butterworth right hand side.
See, that's better. Getting really tight to him.
And pressing now.
Yeah, because if you do,
pressing.
I mean, the level of player they are, if someone's tight to them, they've got every chance of giving the ball away. And that's exactly what happened there. Stockton got really tight, give the ball away, won the ball back. If you stand off players, and you've got decent technical ability, they'll hurt you. Because they've got time and space, pick their head up and measure a pass.
Ferguson just now in the centre circle for Rochdale. Just looking for an option. Decides to bring it into the Stockton Town half of the field. Goes for Berger on that right hand side. Midway inside the Stockton half of the field. Further on to Rolling. Berger was challenged there, but play continues. Rolling towards the box now. Gordon on the touchline, crossing towards the box, headed away by Coulthard, out for a corner to Rochdale on that left hand side.
Steve Thompson's not very happy with Jake Berger, is he? He had a go at him after that.
That was a little bit embarrassing from Berger, I have to say.
He went to ground very easily.
Yeah, there wasn't nothing in it. He played the ball. Thompson just come in and they clashed, but it wasn't a nasty clash by any chance. It was just a body-to-body clash, and Berger went down screaming.
It will be Berger with this corner from the left.
It's an unusual one.
Yeah, it's the Arsenal-Liverpool type thing, isn't it, where they all line up back post, run in.
Corner comes in.
Near post. Oh,
and that is over by Pewwall. So it's another corner from the left for Dale.
Yeah, I'm sure it was Pewwall who got the touch. So yet another Dale corner, left-hand side. It's going to be curled in right-footed, so it's going to come in towards Nathan Harker. That's when the ball is returned, which it finally is. Toby Adebayo rolling, playing ball boy. Now the referee wants to have a chat. I mean, this is very deep, isn't it?
There's a bit of grappling, isn't it? Adam Nicholson, you can see there's having a bit of a grapple.
There's 7 or 8 players outside the back of the 6-yard box.
But Arsenal do it week in, week out. Liverpool do it week in, week out. It's something, obviously, that the manager of Rochdale has seen and thought, we'll have a little pop at that. Everyone will wait and they'll run up to the sort of the middle of the goal, and then when they get to the middle of the goal, the ball will come in and it'll be near post.
Put in by Berger, comes all the way through, and that's just wide of the target.
It's a goal kick.
Claiming a corner.
It's a goal kick.
And I think he is giving a corner.
Dear, oh dear.
Well, the referee didn't know, the assistant referee didn't know.
I mean, that's awful.
So they had a guess.
It's going to be Gilmore from the right hand side, a contentious decision there. And the fans are letting the referee know what they think of him, I think.
And Stockton are nicknamed the Anchors.
I thought they were saying up the Anchors.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah.
See, all you do here is Tom has done it now. He's gone and just stood himself right in the middle there.
Headed away there by Campaigner. Out as far as
there we go.
Gordon, but now the chance to break forward by Hayes is there. Out is Waller, almost at halfway there.
He is halfway line, Waller.
Now Beckwith. Alarak here. Further on. And that is going to be well shielded there by Coulthard, out for a Stockton Town goal kick. And a bit more pressure from Rochdale is survived by Stockton Town, and as the game goes on, as long as Stockton continue to survive this pressure from Rochdale, there's a chance to believe a bit more. So it's still...
I mean, they've done well, you know.
32 Rochdale, gone, still 0-0.
Yeah, Rochdale have shown what quality they've got, but Stockton are still there.
And Stephen Thompson just can't keep it in on that right hand side, so it will be a throw into Rochdale quite far into their own half, just level with the box. Beckwith with the throw in here.
So this is one here where Bags, I'm walking in on the 19 on Berger.
He's gone over there, isn't he?
Yeah, he's sort of half. He doesn't really want to go that far, but Butterworth's just saying to him now, no, you just stay. At least he's a bit more tight and the pitch is a lot more condensed. See if he was tight. There you go, they're tight and they've won the ball back.
There is Bags. Thompson on the right hand side, in line with the box. Opportunity to put the ball in, which he does, and it's out.
Took a touch.
Yeah.
That will be a corner to Stockton.
Corner to Stockton.
Yeah. Crowd are getting up for that one.
On the right hand side, so it's the first real chance that the crowd have got to get involved, haven't they?
Yeah. Well, this is where Adam Nicholson comes into play, isn't it?
It is, yeah. I mean, just for any Rochdale fans listening, Adam Nicholson is the captain, centre half, typical centre half, tall lad, but he's got 500 plus appearances under his belt and 200 plus goals. He's a centre half, and this is where he revels.
He swings in and goes all the way across, and Rochdale have dealt with it there. Good defensive header there out. But Stockton tried to keep the pressure on that left hand side. It will be a throw into Rochdale.
It was a good ball by Hayes, wasn't it? It was really fizzed into that near post area. Rochdale got a head on it, but it wasn't a convincing one.
Butterworth in a battle there with Berger, knocks it forward. Ball breaks out, there's Bags, but Rochdale have it now with Rolling in their own half here, just trying to work it forward.
Chance of a break here.
Yeah, Ayinde on the left hand side coming towards the box.
Trouble.
In the box now. Works a shot, well saved by Harker, and Rolling couldn't get his feet in order there to get a shot on goal. Cleared out. Stephen Thompson just, well, that was
His body strength.
body strength there by Weston, just couldn't think of the words there. And now here's Thompson, centre circle. A bit of space for him here. Looking up, looking for an option, decides to go himself. Eventually goes to Hayes. In the box now, knocked off the ball there. Well defended by Gordon, that.
There was half a chance, wasn't there, for Stockton on the break with Thompson and Hayes.
Just needed to be a bit quicker there.
Yeah, he did, but previous to that, it was a really good save again. Nathan Harker moving to his left, good parry.
Been called upon a couple of times, Harker.
You'd expect him to make it, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
You'd expect him to make the save, but it still needed saving.
There is Beckwith. Laraki here on the left hand side, back in his own half. Beckwith again, here's Ferguson, central in the centre circle now for Rochdale. Plenty of space for him to just glide forward and bring it. And now Beckwith again. Alec here, Tanzania international, as you said before. Knocks it back to Ferguson, son of Barry Ferguson, former Blackburn and Rangers midfielder.
Well, Cameron Painter's having a right bit with Leon Ayinde.
Yeah, Indy's come inside.
He's not happy. There's another one there, he's on the floor. The both of them had a real pop at each other.
Gordon now in the
Still-
box.
still-
They're still going on.
Handbag's still going on.
Behind the referee's back.
Here is Ferguson. Stockton just sitting behind the ball here.
I think
Beckwith has it back.
Painter's seen what Ayinde can do, and he's thought, no, I'm not having this. I'm
Beckwith's
just
gonna
going to
have a
make
shot.
it physical.
That's well blocked. Beckwith has it back. Just couldn't thread through to Berger there, and Stockton will try and work it out. But Rochdale have won it back quickly. Here's Gilmore, central, Beckwith. Alec here on the left hand side. Back now with Beckwith, central. Further back to Ferguson. Everyone behind the ball for Stockton. Here's Gordon. Working out towards the right hand side now. The ball's given away to Bags. And Stockton just trying to work themselves out quickly here, but Rochdale pressing very, very well. And here's Rolling. Coming infield. Beckwith. Just looks up. Gilmore's in a bit of space against the ball, which he gets, and he gets it back to Beckwith. And now he is Ferguson. Central. He's outside the centre circle now. Here's Gordon. Work it to the right hand side with Rolling, just trying to move Stockton around and get through them. Berger now. Backs it back to Gordon. Stockton being resolute. Here's Ferguson on the halfway line. Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0 as we head towards the final 10 minutes of this first half. As the ball is eventually dealt with by Painter, who's flattened there, and pressure again relieved, and it continues this feud between Painter and the Rochdale players. He's just having a few words there with Mitchell.
Absolutely no need for Adebayo Rolling to run 25 yards to get involved there. And the man he's getting involved with, Adam Nicholson, who just stepped in to calm things down. It wouldn't do Stockton any harm if they could get under the skin and rattle.
Well, no, it wouldn't.
Rochdale a little bit.
Change the flow of the game a little bit. If they made it a little bit bitty and a little bit scrappy, knock them out of their rhythm, because you know when they are after time and space, you can see that they're a really good side who like to pass it about one or two touch, and some dangerous individuals in there. But Stockton have stuck at it. They're doing all right. It's still 0-0, so as long as it's 0-0, they're still in with a shout.
So it's a free kick to Stockton, about 10 yards out from the box. It's going to be Harker to drive it downfield. Drives it towards the right hand side, looking for Stephen Thompson, who always tries to get up well, but just beaten to the header there. But it will be a throw into Stockton Town, close to the halfway line.
Tell you what's criminal. It's such a small ground. We've got the burger bar to our right.
That is criminal, the smell.
And there's a slight breeze bringing that right across our faces. I am starving. I've been here since 4 o'clock on air.
That is criminal.
Anyway, no harm done, Sam.
You've had one, haven't you?
Yeah. When you've not eaten all day, you could have a second.
Well.
Yeah. Rochdale with it in their back line.
Ferguson just bringing it forward now. Plenty of space for him. Almost walking pace. Now he is Beckwith. Now in the Stockton Town half of the field. Puts his foot on the ball and then gets it to Alec here on the left hand side. Going to go up Pewall. Further forward into the box now is Weston. There is Butterworth dealing with it well, just shielding off Weston. And it's out for a goal kick. Well defended there by Butterworth, just to keep off the Rochdale attack there. Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0.
Yep, 5 minutes to go in this first 45. It's FA Trophy 4th round action here at the Map Group UK Stadium on the red. Across Teesside, smart speakers, apps and online too. And we do welcome the Rochdale fans who have joined us from all over the world. Wendy in New Zealand, you can't get any further away really, can you? You are welcome to be here. And I'll tell you what, your side has put up a half-decent performance. Very professional so far.
I know where I'd rather be, Dave.
No, where I'd rather be. Where Wendy is.
Yeah.
I'll be up that Sky Tower bungee jumping off the top, I tell you. Having a burger at the bottom.
Here's Gordon, right hand side. Further forward to Rowling. Gets it back to Gordon. Back now towards the halfway line is Carl Ferguson. Further on to Beckwith. Beckwith just looking up. Looking for an option. Alec here will look to get it Pewall now. He's going to go back to Beckwith. Opportunity to put the ball into the box, but decides to go back to Alec here. Beckwith, cross blocked. There's been another corner for Rochdale from the left, which Jake Berger is going to come over and take. We'll see if they'll do that interesting thing with the line up, everybody back on the back stick again.
Well, it looks like they are. That's the exact place where they're walking.
It's where they're heading, aren't they?
Yeah,
yep.
Ferguson's going over there. He's going to be met by Adam Nicholson.
This will be Berger to put this in. Right-footed. Hand up. Puts it in there.
Right in the area. That's a great ball in again.
And headed wide.
Opportunity for Mitchell.
It's by Mitchell. Just couldn't direct his header on target there.
Yeah, you're right. He couldn't. He got behind the ball well, but just probably too well. He just couldn't flick the head and send it goal when it went behind.
Yeah, he was almost too far in front of the ball, wasn't he? But it was you see what they're trying to do. You know, they all line up at the back. Then when the ball comes in, it's right under the crossbar, putting the keeper under all kinds of pressure, making it a really crowded place, hoping to get the first touch. If you get the first touch, it's a goal, isn't it?
Not much a sign of a giant killing yet, is there?
Not really, but it's 0-0. So, you know, we can still hope. Stockton have weathered the storm a little bit, starting to get a little bit more of the ball in the opposition's half. But there's still a lot more, I think, to come from Stockton. They need 1 or 2 tweaks, though, to stop this flow of pressure from Rochdale.
Gordon goes beyond Hayes there in the Stockton Town half. It will be couldn't quite see it with the cabin in front of us there.
We do have, just so people are aware,
a little bit of
the changing room cabin is away to our right hand side, and the roof of it just blocks our view there. But it's going to be a Stockton throwing deep inside their own territory on their left.
Maybe we should have sat on the roof of that day.
Look at the ice that's forming on there. No, thank you very much.
Ferguson knocks it forward, lofted ball towards Mitchell, headed away by Baggs, only as far as Gilmore, who almost slips on the surface there. Stockton have won it back with Sweet. Thompson's got a bit of space, tries a shot, that's ambitious, and it's gone wide. He always likes to strike from range. Thompson there, and thankfully for Waller, who was backtracking there, it went wide of his left hand post.
You do get the feeling Waller likes coming off his line.
Well, and you get the feeling that the Stockton Town players have known that before the game, because they've had 2 or 3 attempts. Fowler's had 2. Now Thompson's just had 1 there where he was way off his line, scrambling to get back, and if those shots are on target, then he'd be in trouble.
Here's Beckwith with the crossfield ball, looking for Rowling. I just couldn't touch it down, and first touch evaded, Rolling there, and it will be a Stockton Town throw-in in their left back spot, just in line with the box. And he's getting a rounding edition of National League having a laugh there, Rolling for that miscontrol.
Hang on, there's a nice crisp layer of ice on top of the pitch, so let's give him a bit of slack.
Bags just in a battle there with Mitchell. And it will be a goal kick to Stockton Town.
Yeah, he's done well there, Bags. He was getting pulled and pushed. Done well to get the deflection, going behind for a goal kick, take a bit of pressure off.
I love this. We've got a message coming from Benji. He said, I'm listening from up in Scotland. I'm a Stockton season ticket holder for 6+ years and have supported the Angus home and away since the Tees Weir League days over at Bede's Field. I remember refereeing them on Bede's Field in the Teesside League a long time ago. Good to have you with us, mate. Sent us some photographs as well.
There is Berger just in his own half and is fouled. Quickly taken. Gordon, right hand side now, into Rolling. Gordon's going to go beyond him, but he's going to come in field, Rolling. There's Gilmore. Berger into the box there, clattered there by Fowler. Play continues, Beckworth. There is Ian Day on the left. Further out to Alec here. Looking for a shot, and there is Butworth defending well, and Thompson wins himself a free kick, and again the pressure is relieved from Stockton, as I think the board for additional time at the end of this first half is going to go up, and Stockton look like they're heading towards a goalless first half, which, given the way Rochdale started this game, they'll be very happy with.
Yeah, they'll take that all day long. Rochdale started really well. Like I said, you can see their quality right from the off, but Stockton have stuck at it. Hasn't been pretty, but they've had 1 or 2 half chances themselves, so that should give them a little bit of confidence. It'd be nice for Mickey to get them in at half time and just a couple of little tweaks. Oh, I mean, has he had a shot?
He has.
Might as well, and it's gone through all the way through.
Took the free kick and had a shot.
So, if you were Michael Dunwell at half time, you've been a manager, Craig, what would you be saying to the Stockton players at half time?
Well, I'd be saying let's try and keep it compact. Let's not get dragged all over by them with their movement. We know what shape we're playing. Stay in your shape and make it difficult for them to play through you. There's some big gaps between the centre halves and the midfielders. That's going to go out of play.
It is. Just the 1 minute added, and we're already deep into that as well.
You want to win more second balls as well. I think Rochdale have picked up a lot of second balls, so Stockton need to get a little bit tighter together as a unit, and then a little bit closer to the Rochdale players, because we've seen when they have got closer to the more attack-minded technical players, they've give it away. But when they've got time and space, they've looked a threat.
So there's a goal kick to Stockton Town. Harker with it. Down the field by Harker, looking towards that right hand side again. Flicked on by Thompson. But Rochdale have it back now.
See how open it is there in the centre of the pitch.
Rolling, chasing this up against Bags. Look to drive past Bags, put the ball miles in front of him. But he has got Rolling, but he's got 2 Stockton players on him, Painter and Bags. And eventually
the ball goes out for a Rochdale throw. I'm just looking at Benji's photograph. Are you the one with the beard, Benji? That's it. Half time 0-0. Stockton Town certainly up against stiffer opposition than they were in the third round against Orem Athletic. At this stage we were going, wow, there is a possibility of a giant killing coming here. Not the case at half time here. Rochdale very professional in their approach, the way they've handled this, Craig.
Yeah, I think they've meant business right from the off, really, Dave. They were knocking it about really nice.
Settle down a little bit, but it'll be interesting to see what happens in the second half. There's still a bit of optimism about as we get underway.
Match kicks off.
The game is underway now. Here's Puel right hand side, further forward to Sweet, knocks it back to Butterworth, back to Puel, long ball forward looking for Fowler's trying to get on the end of that into the hands of Waller. He rolls it out to Weston, drop back into the centre half position now, brings it out. Knocks it back to Ferguson, central. Here's Beckwith. just looking up into the Stockton Town half now with Alarak here. Back now with Beckwith, halfway line. Infield to...
He's a taller lad than I thought, Beckwith. Now
he's
he's a big
closer,
lad,
yeah.
So is Ferguson.
Yeah.
Here's Beckwith. Alec here. Infield.
See, that's better pressure. Good pressure.
Here's Butterworth now in his own half. Just trying to keep hold of the ball. Pressurised. The Indy has it now on the left. Well blocked. Back now with the Indy again. Driving to the byline. In the box, puts it across. Stockton have got it out now. Thompson driving out. Just looking up. Has got an array of options forward, but gets it towards Fowler. Just lost his footing on the icy pitch there, I think.
I think he was looking for a free kick.
Yeah, he was, but he did slip. And it might start to happen more and more, that.
Well, no harm done. Dale with possession in their back line. Hey, we've had a compliment sent.
A compliment?
A compliment, yeah. I tell you what, your commentary's first class, so entertaining. If we lose tonight, I wouldn't be too upset. Rochdale fan, all the best. You've been on the beer, mate.
I'll hold him to that. And see if they do get beat, whether he'll be on again saying good luck.
Here's Berger, infield, Alarak here.
Oh.
That now rolling in towards the box now. Driving towards the byline, puts it across, and that is dealt with there by Coulthard, out for a Rochdale corner on the right.
Yeah, it was dangerous again, wasn't it, Rochdale? Down that right-hand side, got to the byline, got a cross in. Stockton got bodies around it, managed to get a block.
Here's Gilmore with the corner for Dale.
Same setup, innit?
Indeed. Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0. And up, crossing towards the box, flicked on goal, comes... Oh, and it's knocked over the bar in the end there. I think that was Berger, was it?
Yeah.
Good opportunity.
It was.
Yeah, and a bit of space, didn't he, on left-hand side to have a go. We've been asked what's the quality of the toilets like at the Stockton ground.
I haven't been.
They're all right.
Someone else has.
They're all right. Yeah, James has.
James, you have.
I had to go to a porter cabin such as the...
Yeah, but is that the posh porter cabin?
Yeah, there were posh porter cabins.
Is that the staff porter
There's
cabin?
heaters on the wall.
Is there?
Yeah. Heaters on the wall. What more could you ask for?
Don't you normally have heaters on the wall?
I don't know.
Hand heaters.
Well, it's all part and parcel of these big games.
You do
Toilet
it when you're in the prawn sandwich brigade at professional Premier League stadiums like you keep frequenting.
Well, we have our hair dryers and everything, don't we? So it's not a problem.
Sweet, right hand side, punting forward towards Fowler again. Slips on the surface, but Thompson has it now. Pressurised. Araki deals with it, knocks it out for a Stockton Town throw-in line with the box. Opportunity to put pressure on Rochdale here as Puel trots over to take this one. He's got Butterworth as a short option. And Thompson decides to go with Butterworth in the box now. Knocks it back to Puel. Araki is there. Only as far as Thompson. Outside a foot cross, and that was a very delicious delivery there by Thompson.
He was caught in two minds, wasn't he?
Yeah, well, I think he just touched it, and his touch was that good that he thought, well, why not? And he put it in with the outside of his foot, but unfortunately, it was just a little bit too heavy. Right idea.
Well, Beckwith brings out from his own box here. Former Luton Town defender. Now he is Ferguson. Back now with Beckwith again. The defenders pass it between themselves. Decide to look forward, but goes back to Ferguson. And he has to hurry himself into a pass forward there, and Stockton win it back with Hayes, who's chopped down on halfway. So it'll be a free kick to Stockton Town over on the left, on the halfway line.
Piggy, seen any changes?
Yeah, I have. I've seen that the fullbacks and the midfielders are talking a lot more now, and they're getting that.
This is Stockton,
whether I'm going to go for the wing back or whether I'm going to have the attacking player. That looks to be almost sorted out. And Stockton have been a lot better with the ball as well, second half. They've started the second half a bit better.
Hayes crosses it in. Beckwith deals with it. Now here, Yinde can get away from Puel. Driving forward into the Stockton Town half now. Comes in field. Finds Weston.
See, there's still a lot more space there, isn't there, for the centre midfielders?
Out to the right, Gordon. Further on rolling. Back now with Gordon again. Back now with Ferguson, still in the Stockton Town half. Central now is Beckwith. Not here. Beckwith goes beyond him, in towards the box now. And getting there is Coulthard. Baggs couldn't get that clearance completely away. Alarakia now on the left again. Getting it further forward, Beckwith. Patience again from Rochdale. Here's Ferguson. Gordon working it back in field towards Ferguson, just on the edge of the centre circle there. Alarakia central towards the left. Looks for a shot, well blocked. Banters up and getting that away is Michael Sweet.
It's up in the air though.
Beckwith keeps it alive. Alarakia is Gilmore. Gordon working out to the right to Rowling. Driven across and getting his body on that is Harker.
Good talking there, wasn't it, from Harker? Must have give a shout because you could see defender left it, keeper dropped himself on it, defended it well actually. Rochdale have got to the byline a couple of times in the second half, but Stockton Town have defended it really well.
Yeah, indeed. Should we let you into a little secret? None of us have started our stopwatch for the second half.
We are, I think we're about 5 minutes into the second half. This
Wow.
we've got football web pages up now, which is relatively accurate.
Our finger pressing's not
And
working.
Thompson's driving into the box. Oh, well run back from Beckwith and couldn't keep it in there. And it will be a goal kick to Rochdale. That was a tenacious effort from the former Darlington top scorer, Stephen Thompson there.
Yeah, it was a really good run, wasn't it? Went past 2 or 3 there, got to the byline, just ran out of space.
And there is that a plane going above us there?
In the Teesside International.
We'll see what view they have, the glowing map group from their height there.
It looks like they've
where Rochdale get used to the jumbos going into Manchester, we get the 9-seaters into Teesside. If you are listening, Ben Houchen, the Tees Valley Mayor, it was only a joke. We do get decent amount of jets coming into Teesside.
Do you know when I was a player, right? And this is a true story.
I do, because he used to do commentary.
I was playing in a game once, right? And one of our players seen a helicopter, and he was defending. And the man's running at him, and suddenly he just stops to look at the helicopter, and the lad run past him. And when he was asked afterwards, what were you doing? He said, I just seen the helicopter. And I thought, where's that going?
Ball's on halfway. You don't be seeing anything here as we reminisce. It's like my son when he was playing.
Ridiculous.
When we lived in America, he was a young kid. The ice cream van went past, and the place stopped, and all the kids were looking at it as it drove past on the road. Anyway, let's get back on with it. Ball on the halfway line.
Ferguson now into Gordon, working out towards the right hand side. Gordon gets it back in field, then gets it into Gilmore, puts a crossfield ball across, headed away there by Puwall. There is Beckwith on the left. Back now with Ferguson close to the halfway line. Centre circle now is Gordon. Back out to the right again. Berger. Nice ball. It was a very nice ball through by Berger there. Incisive through the Stockton Map line. It's another corner for Rochdale.
It was well weighted, wasn't it? Again to the byline. But they had to defend it again. Adam Nicholson it was, I think, who got over.
I think he was looking for he was hoping to get a goal kick, saying the ball had gone across the line, but it hadn't.
Gilmore
had to deal with it.
Corner from the right for Rochdale.
It's the same setup again, isn't it? Back post running in, near
Ball
post
comes
corner.
in.
Keeper's done well.
Parker claws it away. There is Coulthard out, clears it down the field, looking for Hayes. And just knocked to the ground there by Gordon.
That was good defending.
It was, strong defending by Gordon there, who has it back now again. On the right, bringing it forward, just slowly pacing himself into the Stockton half of the field now. Gets it back to Ferguson. It looks like there's going to be a substitution down there. The board is lit up. Gordon out, looks for Rowling. On the right now. In the Stockton Town half. Looks to just drive down the right hand side. Puts a cross in and well gathered by Harker again.
I think it's going to be Rochdale who make the first change. Just getting the sub ready. Goalless it is, second half here at the Map Group UK Stadium. It is 0-0 in the fourth round of the FA Trophy. Would a penalty shootout suit Stockton better? We'll have to wait and see. We're a long way from that.
Bit of a wrestling match there between Ferguson and Fowler.
I think this game might open up 10 or 15 minutes before the end, Dave. I think you'll see lots and lots
There's
of space.
goals in it.
Yeah, and I think if Stockton are still in it then.
Long ball towards Mitchell, headed away by Coulthard. Nicholson will clear it away. Halfway is Fowler, flag goes up. Rochdale keen to quickly restart there.
Tonight's not happy with the linesman in front of us. Behave yourself. I like it. That's what he's there to do, isn't he? Oh, we're going to have the change now.
Is that Harvey Gilmore? Is it? Coming off.
Gilmore coming off.
Is it a double sub?
Gilmore
Barlow's coming on.
Berger's off as well, is he?
might be a boost for Stockton with Berger. He's been a very neat player in them. What would you possibly call the half space, would you?
Yeah, he's played in field. He's played in behind the striker, so he's sort of drifted in from that right-hand side, hasn't he? Played in field.
Charlie Weston going off as well, and he's going to be replaced by one of the first team regulars, Ryan East, coming in.
So they're looking for that control in the midfield, Rochdale.
I think Stockton are going to make one as well.
Off is Michael Sweet, so not writing his name into folklore this time. He's off, and on comes Josh Scott. I was speaking about pre-match, who was brought in from West Auckland. Started in his Stockton Town career in blistering fashion, and then suffered some injuries and just working his way back into the first team. Now he is Beckwith on halfway, just brings it beyond into the Stockton Town half now, goes out to Alarakia. He goes past Fowler, puts a low ball in, and well dealt with there by Coulthard. Just no nonsense, clears it over the hospitality stand. And it will be a throw into Rochdale, quite deep inside the Stockton Town half of the field. It's Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0, or should we say Rochdale 0, Stockton Town 0.
Confuses the hell out of me.
10 minutes into this second half. Short option goes to Beckwith on the byline now.
Good cross.
Crosses it in. Just evades everyone and cleared out there by Bags towards the substitute Josh Scott. Doesn't get his foot on the ball yet. Here's Gordon. Well blocked there by Hayes. Coming down the left hand side up against Gordon. Puts the ball towards the box, and that is going to be comfortable for Waller.
Yeah, I think he got a touch and took it comfortably to Sam.
It was a difficult one, wasn't it? And I think he'd have been better just getting it under control and waiting for a bit of support and keeping the ball.
There's that temptation, though, as soon as you get the ball for Stockton, to just drive it towards the box and try and create a quick chance.
I think because there's so much space, that's always the temptation, but it's really difficult because the runner there, he was shepherded by two men, and the ball would have had to have been really perfect to get him in.
Spotting it, the pace is picking up a little bit as well with Rochdale, just moving it that little bit quicker.
In field. Now he is Beckwith again. Centre circle, halfway line is Ferguson. Ball to the left, long lofted towards Indy, brings it down well. Just up against Puwall, comes in field towards Beckwith. Well defended there by Thompson, doing his defensive duties, and his clearance is off a Rochdale body. It'll be a Stockton throw-in, deep inside their own half of the field on the right-hand side.
Well, quarter of an hour in, second half. We're half an hour to go. Higgy?
Well, they're still in with it, aren't they? They're still keeping an half-decent shape.
0-0, there's a chance.
And when you get to that final 10 minutes or so, it's jeopardy, isn't it? You know, if any team makes a mistake, they could be out. So I still think this game will open up. I think when players start to get a little bit tired,
signs of that now.
Yeah, when they get a little bit tired and maybe aren't getting back or moving around the pitch as quickly as they were.
Aidan Barlow on the right now, one of the substitutes. I think he started his career at the Manchester United Academy. Ball breaks out, and getting a long clearance away is Nicholson.
See, it's going to be a long half if that's all that Stockton are going to do. Just clear it. When you've got a little bit of time and space like that.
Goalkeeper throwing there from Waller there.
Yeah, well, there's no pressure, is there? Stockton are sort of camped in now. They need to try and get their foot on the ball, get a couple of passes, try and get up the pitch a little bit, because it's just constant Rochdale pressure.
Alaraki left hand side up against Puel, comes in field, gets it back, looking for an option, edge of the box now, still got it, shot by Ryan East, cleared, out for Rochdale, throw in on the left, about midway inside the Stockton Town half the field.
We're seeing Eddie Nicholson defend traditionally, aren't we? Rather than him come at the other end with opportunities to try and score.
Well, they have to.
Shows you what's happening,
yeah, because they are camped in a little bit in and around their own box. They're a little bit deep.
It's all Rochdale at the moment.
As the big wafted burger smell comes across us again. Here's Gilmore, edge of the box. Alaraki, the Indies in a bit of space in the box now on the left hand side. Tries to put a cross in, well defended by Puel, out for a corner on the left for Rochdale. Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0. As we head towards the final half hour here.
Well, the one thing you can say is that they're being dogged, aren't they, Stockton? They're sticking to the task and they're trying to do the right things. Block crosses there. Puel was really good defending, got close to Indy.
Barlow with this corner from the left.
Short
to East.
Get out. Why are you still in the box?
Gordon. A lot of space out there for Ryan East to put a good cross in there. Stockton have defended it.
I think it took a Dale touch, didn't it, on the way out?
It did. Just at that back post, a little bit too high.
A little bit of pressure relief from Stockton, but it really has been a second half so far of Dale dominating possession and pressuring the Stockton penalty area.
Yeah, well, I think the first 5 minutes I thought Stockton come out and looked like they were going to have a little bit more of the ball, play with a little bit more control, but since then it's been all Rochdale.
I don't know how James can drink water on a night like this. -4 it
He's
is.
off it, man. He's off it.
It's a very icy cold, cool bottle of water I've got. No need for a fridge tonight.
Are you sure it's water?
It needs to be vodka at this temperature.
Doesn't it just?
East gets it back on the left. Comes in the field. Stockton have it back now though with Hayes. There is Fowler. Just trying to keep the pressure on. It's going to be knocked back to his goalkeeper by Ferguson. Not the most convincing clearance by Waller there. Here's Painter. Good work by Painter. Just trying to throw the ball towards Scott. Oh, and just Waller's knocked out to the ground there. Right hand side now is Fowler. Puts a low ball in. Well dealt with by Beckwith. And he's just shoved to the deck by Painter, who's very much up for this. Left hand side is Alaraki, coming beyond halfway. Checks back and gives it to Gilmore in his own half. Ferguson out to Gordon, who will look to just go past halfway, which he does.
Well, it was a little bit of excitement there, wasn't it?
Yeah.
Stockton almost got through. The ball was maybe half a yard too far in front of him. Made the keeper, Sam Waller, came out and got a decent foot on it. But it wasn't a million miles away, was it?
Ian down the left, infield East, and now he is Beckwith. Alaraki, Beckwith. Ball into Barlow. That's just going to run through for us.
Well watched.
Yeah.
That was well
And the longer it stays like this,
dealt with.
you know, the more confidence Stockton will get from it. And maybe Rochdale will start to get a little bit more panicky, a little bit more nervous.
Well, we're coming up towards that halfway through the second half, just a bit short. Still 0-0. Still Stockton Town in this, but they are having to defend for large periods of time.
Ball forward by Harker. Hint of handball. I think it was against his chest there by Mitchell. Now it's Adebayo rolling. East. Back to Gordon. Here's Beckwith in his own half. Works out to the left. Alec here. Back now with Beckwith. Now it's central with Ferguson in the centre circle in his own half. Looks up, just brings it to the Stockton half. Back now with Beckwith again.
See, a lot of Rochdale's players down this left-hand side, isn't it?
Alec here on the left. Beckwith infield.
Beckwith and Alec here have done well. Had the ball, used it well.
Ferguson.
I think down this left, Ayindi, Alaraki,
Yep.
they've been decent. I mean, it's good defending from Stockton. forcing Rochdale to play it back to Wallet.
Gordon now on the right in his own half. Central now with Ferguson. You just see the breadth of the players out there. Just shows you how cold it is out there. I don't envy them on a night like this. Don't envy them on a night like this. Did you enjoy playing in the freezing temperatures?
Do you know what? I'd much rather play in it than watch it.
I probably can't even feel the cold.
No, the players won't feel the cold.
I think once you're sort of into a game, you soon warm up. Long crossfield ball there. Good one
ball
from there by Ferguson.
He's hit a few of them tonight,
Knocked
Ferguson.
back by Gordon. Stockton having to defend on the edge of their own box. Cough up possession. Gilmore now comes through, and no nonsense there by Addy Nicholson to just get that away before the shot could be taken.
He's having a shout at his players, isn't he? He's saying, come on,
do you know what though? I don't mind that. It was just the fact that it was Cameron Painter who gave it away. He was just a little bit slow with the ball, but they were trying the right thing. They had loads of time and space to try and play out and keep the ball.
Shot on goal, and that is just wide of the target. That's a great save by Harker. I think he denied.
I mean, that was a sub, wasn't it?
Was it Barlow there he denied?
There was in Barlow's through.
That's probably one of the best chances Rochdale have had in the whole game.
It's the best chance. He was played in down that right-hand channel. He was in on goal. Again, Nathan Harker's come out, spread himself really well, got an important foot or a leg on the ball. Deflected it wide.
Corner from the right for Rochdale. They all flood that 6-yard box. It's cleared away and dealt with. Thompson just trying to get in front of Gordon there, but Gordon's I was going to say he's going to deal with it, give it back to his goalkeeper there. Pressure is still coming. Gordon has it now central. Ball into Ferguson. Ferguson puts it through. Now it's back with Gordon in the Rochdale half. Infield now Gilmore, centre circle. Beckwith. Back now to Ferguson in the centre circle. Flipped forward in towards the box by Gordon. Headed away by Coulthard. Still up for grabs, and Nicholson puts it in the air completely away there. Hayes into Josh Scott. Nice outside of foot pass by Thompson. Waller just no nonsense there. Lofted ball and headed away by Nicholson in his own box. Only as far as Yinde though. Edge of the box now. Defended well. Body slipping all over. East. Shot wide of the target.
Oh, that wasn't far away. That wasn't far away.
Well, it wasn't. Again, Rochdale pick up the second ball with the Yinde. When the ball found its way to East, he got it on his left foot, shuffled it to his left, and then you thought the net was going to bulge. It was left-footed, went for the top corner. Wasn't a million miles away.
So it will be a substitution for Rochdale. Off is Adebayo rolling. On is Jid Okeke, I believe is a loanee.
Dual nationality. Dual Nigerian.
And those are in.
I'm going to say it's a second change.
Well, I'm pleased Yinde's gone off.
And on is
Biaru.
Chili Biabu.
Biabu, yeah.
Stockton will have a throw-in on the right, just outside of the Rochdale box here. And calls have come on Stockton from the shed there. The more this game goes on at goalless, the more they'll believe the Stockton Town fans. Puel into Thompson. Alaraki wins it back. Puel puts it back towards the box. Cleared out will be another Stockton Town throw-in about midway inside the Rochdale half of the field.
And this is what Stockton have got to do, haven't they? Just release a bit of pressure.
Yeah, just got to get the ball to the other
throw in
end.
just inside the Dale half.
Try and keep the ball, get a couple of passes again. Even if you have to go back.
Butterworth puts his foot on the ball, puts the ball towards the box, and Waller will gather that comfortably. Lays it quickly off for Beckwith. Biabu wants it on the left. Comes in field back to Beckwith. Across to the right for Gordon. Just looks up, checks back to Ferguson. Still in the Rochdale half. Beckwith halfway line. Alaraki left. Comes in the field up against Butterworth. Now he is Ferguson. Waits gives it back to Beckwith. Alaraki further on now to Biabi. Comes in the field to number 34 Rochdale. Beckwith. Biabi's got it back. In towards the box now. Puts it all the way across, and Stockton haven't dealt with it completely yet. Biabu looks to put a cross in.
Oh, what a ball that is.
Oh, and it just goes over the hand of Harker, and it's out for a throw-in for Stockton Town on that far left-hand side.
Yeah, he looks handy, doesn't he?
He looks sharp, doesn't he?
Gilly Biabu, yeah.
Yeah, Biabu. He's got it twice there. He was really positive both times. Second time was a really good cross keeper.
Yeah, set himself up on the left-hand side, obviously. Loves to get forward.
They just need to get hold of the ball, Stockton. You know, the clearances are just coming straight back.
It's a lot of pressure they're soaking up.
Biabu's a loanee from Sheffield United. As he gets it back to Beckwith. Centre circle now is Ferguson. In the Stockton Town half. Further on to Beckwith. Biabu. Just adding a bit of pace into the box now with Beckwith. And Arakia shapes to shoot. Well blocked there by Puel, I think.
Yeah.
Comes out now to Ferguson.
Just coming straight back at Stockton,
straight back. Really quick.
Barlow crossing towards the box. Deflects up, Painter heads it out. Thompson will bring it down. Couldn't keep it though. Gilmore. Biabu on the byline. Crossed, well blocked by Puel. There'll be another throw into Rochdale.
It's going to be a corner, I think.
Well,
is it a corner?
Yeah.
I think what is evident is that Stockton are going to have to defend really well, aren't they, for the last 15 or so minutes.
Barlow.
It is one-way traffic now.
Yeah.
With the corner from the left. He's got a short option with Ryan East there with him. Ball in towards the box.
It's gone behind. It's going to be a goal kick. There is a man down. So he's down there because of the cold. Is it Beckwith?
Yeah, I think
he's taking a knock. But the end result is it's going to be a goal kick to Stockton Town, so they can just release that pressure.
Just take the time,
Have
Dave.
a bit of a breather.
Yeah. Everything now, just take the time.
Because Rochdale are turning it up now.
They are. I mean, they've been camped in their own half, Stockton, for the vast majority of the second half. The forays forward have been few and far between. I think now is the time for taking your time with everything. Slow the game down, slow it down.
Long ball by Harker, looking for Josh Scott. Flicked on, headed away by Ferguson. Hayes, and that will be back into the hands of Waller in the Rochdale goal. Quickly rolled out now to Beckwith. Goes to the defensive partner there. Ferguson gets it back, Beckwith.
Looks an athlete, Biabu, doesn't he?
Yeah, he does. You can see every time they get the ball, he's off, isn't he? Bombing forward.
Chinakake, who's a loanee from Stockport, gives it back to Ferguson. Who has it now? Centre is Beckwith. Biabu. Alaraki beyond him. Looking to get towards the byline. Alaraki keeps it. And now Ryan East. Central is Gilmore. East again. Alaraki central towards Barlow, trying to work it into the box. Bit of a tussle, cleared away there by Nicholson in the end.
Well, that's all it is, isn't it? They're getting a little bit of a run around, they're chasing the shadows a little bit, Stockton now.
Pressure's relentless.
Yeah, but the one thing they are is they've been sticking at it. If it's been there to clear, they've cleared it. No nonsense defending. I do feel they need to get their foot on the ball just to relieve a little bit of the pressure, but at the moment they just can't get the ball, can they?
He is Beckwith central in the Stockton Town half.
Not time for getting frustrated. Just stick with your job. Good defending, well done.
There's Thompson now. Stockton will look to break forward now, but Rochdale have got bodies back.
Just don't give it away cheap.
I mean, that's the last thing you want to do, isn't it?
It is.
Under a lot of pressure, they're loving possession, and you give the ball away.
There's no need for him to do it.
No danger though inside the Dale half.
Yeah, now with Beckwith trying to put the ball through. Fowler's there, clears it down the field. Beckwith has to turn back.
There's some tired legs, isn't there? Stockton, you can see that ball was cleared. Barely anyone got to a jog to step out.
Do you think they're playing for penalties now, Stockton?
Well, I think that's their best bet. You know, if you look at the pressure that they've been under, if they're under that for the rest of the game and they manage to get a 0-0, you'll say well done, well defended, stuck at it, we can play better, but we've got a result. And then it's a lottery, isn't it, of the penalties.
Keke on the right, infield towards Gordon in the box.
You do get a feeling though, it's still a long way to go, isn't it, before that.
Keke again, well defended there by Hayes.
There's just no
There's
outball.
no outball. I was just going to say that, yeah.
There's nothing, you know, when he won that ball there, you can see him looking. Where's the centre forward? Can I find him? No. So it just ends up a clearance. Rochdale pick it up and they're back on the attack.
Now here's Yabu. Left hand side, I like here. Right now with Beckwith.
Happy to play it around inside the Stockton half, aren't they, Dale?
Yeah.
Happy to play it around, just looking for an opening.
Looking for that decisive ball. And any lapse in the Stockton back line, that will come. So they're keeping the shape very well. Headed out. Here's Josh Scott on the left. Josh tries to loft it forward. Stockton do have a throw in.
There you go, just take a little breather.
Yeah. Relieve the pressure. Ball's just past the halfway line in the Dale half. Chance for Stockton to take a deep breath. There's 12 minutes to go. Goalless it remains. Stockton looking to come forward, but as quickly as they have possession.
It's all too easy, isn't it? Rochdale getting the ball down and starting off attacks again. No pressure on the ball.
They'll obviously be aware that penalties are there, so they'll press even more and more as this game ticks on. They don't want to go to the lottery, I'm sure.
No chance. Not when you've had this much of the ball. You know, if you're Rochdale, you think I want to put this to bed within the 90 minutes.
East Central now. Works the ball through.
Sounds like a train station, that, James.
East Central, yeah.
Probably is somewhere.
I'll take that. There's a foul there on Coulthard, is it?
And still on the ground.
Oh no, it's not. It's Cameron Painter.
Yeah. Opportunity to put the ball forward and give Rochdale something to think about if they can.
Opportunity to waste a minute.
Yeah.
Or that. There's going to be another substitution on that hand side.
Looks like he's
Look how congested it is.
Yeah. I mean, look how high
Everybody in the
Rochdale
centre
have stayed.
circle.
They've stayed really high. I like that.
Ball lofted towards Hayes. On his bike trying to keep this one in, and the flag goes up.
I don't think he was offside.
I don't think
A
he
big
was.
shout from one of the committee men, that wasn't offside.
I didn't think he was.
It's good when the committee men get involved.
I think he's timed his run really well there.
On behalf of the committee,
And one of the biggest.
he's going to get done for dissent.
What?
Yeah.
I mean, it's been a good-natured game, hasn't it? It's been a really good-natured game. There's been no naughty tackles or anything, so it's a real shame that he's got a yellow card for that.
I've got to say a big thanks to Ginny, who sent us a message. Good and unbiased commentary, lads. Thanks a lot. You're more than welcome. We like being fair, you know, obviously. We want the home side to win.
Yeah, of course we do. Well, listen, you've got to give credit where credit's due, haven't you? And Rochdale have been very good, I think, tonight. They've controlled the game completely.
Peter's comment's an interesting one. He said, dominant, but we can't score.
Yeah, that's
could
very
come,
true.
Though. I mean, it looks like it could come. That's the problem for Stockton.
Thing is, though, I'm not going to say it because I don't want to curse Stockton.
Well, don't.
I'm saying they haven't really had any real. Maybe the one where Barlow had it well.
Yeah, Barlow had it.
The few saves that
But they won
Arthur
pass.
made.
They won pass away. They won ball away.
They
That's
always,
all
they
are.
always are. Yes.
You can see the difference in quality.
Yeah.
Huge gulf.
You can tell that these are a National League team. Unlike you couldn't tell the difference in leagues between Stockton and Oldham in that third round tie.
Yeah, it's a pleasure to watch some of the football that they're putting out.
I mean,
there.
these are a technical team, aren't they? They're very technical. They like to keep the ball.
Come to be the best technical side I've seen.
And they're handling the pitch brilliantly. Absolutely brilliantly.
I'd like
just
to see
keeping it low, knocking it around.
I think
apart from them,
their Achilles heel might be if they come up against the physical side.
Yeah,
positive.
Put themselves up, because they look like there's a lot of decent young lads who are playing, doesn't it? And I think their test will come against the physical side. Whereas Stockton haven't really been physical. They've stood off them, haven't really got in their faces, haven't really made it a difficult game for them.
Is that Mitchell coming off?
Caro Mitchell is coming off. Matthew Dennis will come on. Loney from MK Dons started his career at Norwich.
Played a couple of games in League One. It's his 7th appearance for Dale.
So is that their 5 subs? Is it 5 subs?
Yeah, I think they've used the full allocation now.
No Devante Rodney.
Looking forward towards Fowler. Nice flicked back heel for him, looking for Scott, but it does run through for Waller in the end. Thrown out to Beckwith. Bringing it forward now from his own half. Just looking up, goes back to Ferguson. On the right now is Gordon, still in the Rochdale half. Infield now is Ferguson again. Beyond halfway, Beckwith. Narakia back now with Beckwith on the halfway line. Painter just trying to get in there, but Gilmore has it infield now to East again. Nice interchange between them two, and almost broke through and towards the box, but it gets through to Harker in the end.
It looks dangerous, doesn't it, when they play quick?
That quick interchange.
1 or 2 touch passing. It makes defenders have to make decisions a bit quicker, and they might make a wrong one, play around them. But they got away with that, Stockton.
Down the field, and the ball does eventually come through for Waller. Ferguson's on the floor there. And shouts of get up from the Stockton Town fans. He has got back to his feet, Ferguson.
You know you're old, don't you, when you know you played against his dad?
Well, you know you're old if you think you're old. It's nice to do commentary on you.
Should I keep out of this one?
Yeah, do. We're talking about age.
Yeah, I don't think you were born when Dave was commentating.
Oh, stop it. Very nice to hear your compliments towards the Dale is a message that's come through. You're more than welcome. Jacob. Got a good side. You've got a good technical side.
I've enjoyed watching them, actually.
7th in the National League, I believe, still. Looking for promotion to the Football League. Here's Jidakeke, who's now on the left-hand side, and Stockton deal with that with Painter clearing it down the field. Josh Scott is going to get on his bike and try and chase that one up. And looking out for a throw is Ferguson. There will be a Stockton Town throw in on the right-hand side, about midway inside the Rochdale half of the field. We're heading towards the final
5 minutes.
Final 5 minutes or so. It's
a penalty shootout awaits unless somebody can do something in the next few minutes.
Stockton Town 0, Rochdale 0. Butterworth touches it back to Pewell, back towards halfway now. Coulthard.
There's no one there.
Bit of an aimless ball forward. I think he was maybe gambling on Hayes going for that one.
Releasing a bit of pressure because it's very, very deep. I mean, it's 5 yards from the corner flag, the Dale corner flag. So at least Stockton can take a breather. But when you think about it, the centre forwards have hardly any service from either team.
No, they haven't. I mean, they've been chasing clearances, haven't they, most of the night? Scott's been a willing runner. Fowler's been a willing runner, to be fair. Thompson has. But there have been no real quality balls into them.
Cleared out by Ferguson, throwing for Stockton. In line with the box on the left-hand side.
Well, they've got 60 seconds in the Dale half, so...
Yeah, we'll take that.
So long throw, possibly coming into the Rochdale penalty area, no?
Back into Hayes. Tries to cross it in.
See, here's a question for you, Dave.
Yeah.
Do you try and win the game? If you're Stockton, do you try and win it now, or do you?
I wouldn't go to pens.
Or do you try and keep it in the corners, fiddle about with it a little bit, make it a stop-start, and run the clock down?
I'd buy the lottery ticket. Yep. Because this is a quality side. You try and go for the win, they'll unpick you.
Well, they haven't yet. I mean, it's a good turn, isn't it?
Oh, what a good turn.
Yeah.
Alakia driving into the Stockton penalty area. Oh, it's come back to the halfway.
Yeah.
Sorry, Stockton half, I should say. It's back to halfway.
Now here's Keke on the right. Infield to East. Barlow. Gordon gets it back. Looks up. Slow pace, but soon can quicken it up. Gordon. Ball through for he's just ran away from him in the end.
If East had got his foot on that properly.
Yeah, but I mean, that's the surface, isn't it?
Yeah.
The ball, rather than rolling into him, has been skidding into him. He couldn't get his touch right. It come off his left toe.
Well, goalless it is at the Map Group UK Stadium. But approaching the last few minutes of this match, a penalty shootout will follow unless somebody can find something from somewhere.
Goal kick taken by Harker down the field, looking towards the right hand side. Thompson gets up the combination between him and Arakia, got the head on the ball, and it was the touch of the Tanzania international actor got there, so it will be a Stockton Town throw in on the right. Just around the midway point in the Rochdale half. Scott moves, but he gets it to Thompson, lofts the ball over his head. East will clear that out for Rochdale. Headed forward by Puel. Here's Thompson, robbed off the ball. Well run by Puel there in front of Akeke. And now here's Fowler on the right, just going down. The combination.
Has he got ice skates on?
And I think so. Gilmore now in his own half. Gordon on the right. We'll bring it forward. East now. Goes beyond halfway. Back now with Gordon again. Halfway line is Ferguson.
Nobody's in any hurry, are they?
No.
Further on to Beckwith. Working out to the left now with Alarakia.
No, they're not.
Ferguson again.
The board hasn't gone up yet, has it?
No.
On the right.
Not been any real injuries, just the subs, isn't there? Subs had time on foot.
Yeah, but I can't be. It can't be.
Oh, hang on.
Much more
Diabu
than
on the
a couple of
left.
minutes.
Crosses it in. Well dealt with by Harker. And cleared away.
Do you know what? He's done well tonight, Harker.
He has the keeper. He's made a couple of smart saves.
And do you know what? When you go into a penalty shootout, that's what you want. You want your keeper to have had a decent game, and he has. Whereas we haven't really seen, have we, Sam Waller with a save to make.
Yeah, if there's one man in the ground on that pitch who's going to be called, it might be Waller.
Yeah.
Ferguson in the centre circle now. On to Gordon. Comes infield. Gets it to Beckwith.
They are very, very patient.
Yabu on the left.
Not trying to
Infield
force
towards
anything.
Alarakia. Working it towards the box. Getting it away is Thompson though. Just can't get his foot. The pressure there, he just couldn't get a clearance away there. Yabu. He's got Barlow outside of him, uses him. In towards the box now on the left. Couple of step overs. Puts it across. Stockton just trying to get it away. Yabu again. Crossing. Too much on it. It'll go out for a Stockton Town throw in. Over on the left hand side.
What's the referee saying? An injury?
There's just, I think it's pure Willers down, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. So time ticking away on this one. Goalless it remains. Between Rochdale and Stockton
Do you know
Town.
what you can give Stockton real credit, because Rochdale have come, they've been somewhere near their best, and has to be said. They've played really well, and yet Stockton have stuck to their guns. They've kept a real disciplined shape, it has to be said. Whether it's, they've given them too much time, too much space at times, but they've stuck at it. When balls have come into the box, they've defended it.
And that was interesting. Still interesting though with Thompson on the left. Rochdale have dealt with it, but here's Payne recycling
the back
it again.
Waller had to rush out of his area just to clear. 3 minutes being added.
So well on halfway. Has to check back towards Coulthard now.
Good.
Puel on the right. trying to put the ball through. Rochdale bring it forward now with Akeke. Here's Gilmore halfway, trying to find Barlow. And Rochdale have a free kick. It was a clash there between Gilmore and Painter, who is still on the floor.
Painter's in a lot of pain. Just wondering if the referee's standing over him to give him a yellow card, because he
looked like he was stamping on him, didn't he?
Yeah. Oh, last thing you want is the sponge in -4 temperatures, Greg.
Yeah. Is that Painter rolling about?
Oh dear. Emulsion or gloss. You don't use it. Oh, you can use the roller with the gloss, can you, on doors?
Yeah, you can. Yeah, a bit of foam roller, get it out.
Yep.
DIY tips as well.
Yeah, there we go. So 2.5 minutes to go when the injury happened. You'd expect the referee stopped his watch. 0-0 it remains. We are just a couple of minutes away from the lottery of a penalty shootout.
Is it a lottery these days?
Is there one more twist? What's that?
Is it a lottery these days?
Yeah, it's a lottery.
At this level, maybe it is.
Not if I was in goal.
I'm just thinking about that England penalty shootout in the summer against Switzerland.
Yeah, but it's England.
Very methodical and all confident penalty takers, but obviously that is the elite level of the game. I think when you get further down,
it probably does about me going in goal, not being elite. Is that what you're saying?
I haven't seen you playing.
Iggy has.
You don't want to, James. You don't want to.
I
hate your eyes.
I've almost pretty much hung up the gloves, but I did have a dabble in goal in the few times I've played football.
What's wrong with you two playing in goal? Why would you want to play in goal?
Because we're mad. I used to referee. What do you think?
I know. Well, you just doubled it up.
It's too hard to score.
You doubled down on being a keeper by being a ref as well. They say keepers must be stupid.
Yeah. Hey, nobody wants to take the free kick.
Imagine if someone wants to be a keeper and a ref.
You don't have to imagine it, mate. I'm here. Living proof. We're going to get back underway. The ball's on the halfway line. It's going to be a Rochdale free kick.
Beckwith to take it.
See, the bad thing is now Painter's got to go off because the trainers come on. He's had to go off, so they're playing with the man down.
Now here's Gordon, works out towards the right with East. Akeke back now with Ferguson. Akeke. Stockton fans desperate for Painter to come back on. Ball comes through. Dennis had an opportunity to have a shot there. Cleared out.
Well, he's staying off for an awful long time, isn't he?
The ref's forgotten he's off.
And eventually he's allowed back on. That was why we had a few ways there. Gordon. Barlow. Hayes with a good challenge there. Just
tried to go again from halfway, didn't he?
I hope that goes out for a throw-in.
Shot/clearance.
It's a goal kick.
Not, yeah, just.
He's almost hit the corner flag.
Almost.
Well,
are they going to make a substitution, Stockton? There's a bit of movement.
I think they're bringing a penalty taker on.
Well, you better hurry up because there's not much time left.
Here's Beckwith bringing it out. Alarak here, halfway, putting it through for Akeke, and he lets that run away from him, and it will be a throw into Stockton Town in a right back spot.
You took a pen, didn't you, in the semi-final? It was the FA Cup or the League Cup?
It was the FA Cup.
Chesterfield.
Yeah.
Fabrizio Ravanelli decided he didn't want to do it.
He didn't want it. Rav didn't want it. No, my mate was in goal. Billy Mercer was in goal. Dived over it. It was the worst penalty I ever hit.
Went in,
It was that bad he dived past it.
I was doing commentary on that game.
Yeah. A mad game, that.
Keep hold of it, Stockton.
See, I don't mind.
Giving it away again.
Yeah. Back by Ferguson, centre circle, putting it forward towards the Keke. Well run back there. Put the ball through for Hayes.
Not going to get there, is he?
It's a throw in there.
Has been forced to slide out though, and happy there, Ferguson.
Well,
he can't give a free kick because the ball's out of play for a throw. No. He did give him a little push, didn't he? He gave Ferguson a push.
It was just after it though, wasn't it?
Yeah. So says the ref.
Yeah.
The goalkeeping ref.
Absolutely nuts.
Gilmore will give it back to his goalkeeper.
Yes,
Wall, and
that's
that's full time. It's going to be a penalty shootout here at the Map Group UK Stadium. And for a goalless draw between Stockton Town and Rochdale, and Stockton have to be the happier of the two teams after that game there. The fact that we're going to a penalty shootout here.
Do you know what? I think that was the best outcome from the game. When you see the game and you look through the game, Rochdale were in complete control of it.
Sorry,
and Stockton have done really well to keep a clean sheet. And it goes back to what I was saying before, they should take a lot of pride in that performance where they've just maybe haven't played at the best, maybe haven't shown everyone what they're about going forward, but defensively they've been really dogged, really workmanlike, and they've kept Rochdale out, and now anything can happen.
Of course it can.
I think it proves what a team they are as well, what a unit they are, that everyone's willing to put in the shift tonight. I think all the attacking players have tracked back well, and everyone's just been on task this evening.
Yeah, they've realised they've been under pressure, and maybe they weren't going to have most of the ball, and they've managed the game accordingly, so great credit to them. I mean, Rochdale will be disappointed because they've had, they must have had 75% possession, wasn't they, of the ball?
I wouldn't be surprised.
But they haven't really fashioned out, apart from one, they haven't fashioned out any real clear-cut chances in the second half, have they?
As I said earlier, none of the centre-forwards who've been on tonight, and we've even had changes. So it's Butterworth right-footed against Sam Waller, the first penalty in the shootout.
Butterworth, hands on hips, whistle goes, comes up, and sends Waller the wrong way, and Stockton have the advantage in the shootout.
Spurs leading 1-0, Solangi.
And now Rochdale will have their kick. And he's going to be handed the ball by his goalkeeper Waller. I believe it's Barlow, one of the substitutes. Just moving the ball on the penalty spot there, trying to line it up.
Aidan Barlow then.
Going to strike this right-footed Aidan Barlow. Short one up from him. Barlow, and sends Parker the wrong way, knocks it into the right corner there.
Nice pen.
Now he is Josh Scott. As I say, relatively new arrival, probably the newest player in the Stockton Town team. Came in October, haven't seen him on a penalty yet.
Well, you're going to see him now. Right-footed.
If you're a keeper, do you just dive the same way for the 5 pens?
Scott.
I'll answer that in a minute.
Is that a tactic?
Steps up. And puts it off the post into the corner. And you could see the anguish for Waller there. He didn't think he was too far away from that one there.
He guessed the right way.
Well, do you know what? It was a great pen. It was low, it was hard, it was firm, it was in the corner. Keeper went the right way, but still couldn't get there.
The answer is, as a keeper, you just get a feel for which way you think the player's going to put it. Unless you've done your homework and you know where he normally puts it.
Yeah.
It's just a feel and you go that way. You've got to commit
angle
yourself.
of run up and shape of foot, that type of stuff.
Here's East, a left footer here. Very short one up from East. And that's it, down the middle. Away with his feet, and Stockton do have the advantage, 2-1 up here, and they have the third penalty now with Hayes, who I've said is the usual penalty taker for Stockton Town.
Well, it was a penalty up the middle. The only thing he didn't do was put a little bit of height on it, wasn't it? Parker had just left the trailing leg there and it come off it. Advantage Stockton.
Here's Hayes, usually likes to feint his run up slightly, stagger it a little bit. He also is a left footer. Hayes. And strokes it past. Waller sending the wrong way into the right corner there. And there was the staggered run up from Hayes.
Pressure's on now.
Well, he's got to score this, hasn't he?
He has to, yeah.
He's got to score this.
It's going to be
nice
Matthew Dennis with this one for Rochdale.
Kieran Gordon came out the centre circle to meet Ryan East and console him for missing the spot kick.
And the thuds on the advertising boards all around us. Dennis, big pressure on him here. steps up, feints his run away. The bar who comes down, and Stockton are well in command of this shootout now.
He hit the crossbar, the ball came back down, bounced and spun out. So Stockton 3-1 leading, same number of penalties either side.
If Fowler hits this one straight and it's more than a yard off the floor, Stockton are through. Because the keeper is going to dive in. Either way, he's going to go big. And
This is to win it.
He can't stand still.
Kick to win it?
Yeah, this is to win it.
This is to win it. This is for Stockton to knock out Rochdale.
Yeah, the keeper cannot stand still. He's got to go one way or the other because he's got to be a brave man to stand in the middle of his goal for a winning pen.
To send
Smash it
Stockton
straight.
to the 5th round and a
Hit it
trick to
straight.
Worthing. Come on, Fowler is the shout. Fowler. Oh, he's placed it over the bar.
He's put it over.
Wow.
Oh, I have to feel for Fowler there. That he's not got the rub of the green when it comes to scoring goals this season. I just think that's another. And
we're still going to get another chance.
See
There is one more chance.
Yeah.
the look there for Fowler. He'll be gutted about that.
Really, Nicholson's had to go all the way up to the edge of the penalty area to console Fowler.
Yeah,
By the way,
He's got to score this. Yeah, he's got to score this.
here's Beckwith. Has to score. Fresh on him. Left footed. Hands on hips. The ground is shaking. Beckwith sends Harker down the wrong way, and it will be another kick. And here it'll be Stephen Thompson, the man who scored the winning penalty in the playoff final. It was a very emphatic penalty. Sent the keeper the wrong way. What can you do this time? He's a man backed with confidence. Darlington's all-time top scorer. So he's been in plenty of high-pressure situations.
Well, none more so than now. But one kick away from being a hero.
Can he do what he did in May? Stephen Thompson. The whistle goes. Thompson steps up. Oh, it's saved by Waller. Great save. And Rochdale have fought their way back into this shootout.
Wow.
Wow, wow, wow.
It was a great save by Waller. It was a good height though, but
Straight. Hitting
still
straight.
had to.
Keeper's got to go.
Straight and to the right. But it was at the comfortable height for the keeper.
Well, they're happy with it now.
No, we're level again.
Yeah.
Two chances Stockton have had to win the penalty shootout. 3, if you count the Rochdale pen that had it not gone in.
What will Harker do? Doesn't strike this. And sends Harker the wrong way. Shootout continues. And the atmosphere has gone a little bit
Pressure's on now, isn't it?
It is.
quiet.
Sudden
Looks like
death.
Harker's going to have a smash of this one.
Harker with the penalty for Stockton.
Keeper against keeper.
Harker now.
Keepers always put the foot through them.
Adjusting his
Don't they?
gloves.
They always leather it.
They do. Harker steps up. Oh, he's driven it well over the bar. He's put his foot through it, but too much.
They always do.
So this is it to win it. Is it the Loney?
Yeah, it is.
Yeah,
The left back who came on looked really good.
Made a positive impact in this game, and can he make the decisive impact here? Rochdale with the chance to win it.
Well, he's got the pedigree to handle the situation. Can he? To win the shootout and go through to the 5th round.
Oh, gets it
And he
through
does it.
Harker, and Rochdale are through. Stockton, well, they give it all, their all to the end, and just couldn't get it done in the shootout. Frustrating because they were in control in that shootout, but it's Rochdale who will go to Worthing on February the 1st, and Rochdale can keep confidence. They'll have an opportunity of winning this trophy, I think, when it comes to the business end of it.
Yeah, I wouldn't disagree. I mean, the right team won, don't get me wrong. I think Rochdale were by far the better team on the night. But it's so disappointing when you see how close Stockton got. They had 2 penalties to win it.
Yeah.
So they've only got themselves to blame for not going through to the next round. It was a brilliant effort from them, and it has to be said. They stuck at it all night, stayed with them, and then lost it on a penalty shootout in the most cruel of ways as well. I think they missed 3 pens in a row there, didn't they?
They did, yeah.
To lose it. So
scored the first 3, missed the last 3.
The shed end is a bit cursed. The last penalty shootout to beat was there in the 2023 playoff final to get up to the Northern Premier League Premier Division, and that didn't go the way.